All right, boys and girls, let's go ahead and talk about part 2 of adding fractions to go over the next level of difficulty, the next step in our journey of adding fractions. I will not accept improper fractions as answers. Technically, improper fractions are the correct numbers, it's the correct sum, it's the correct value, but I, as your teacher, will not accept improper fractions. If you turn in an improper fraction as your answer, you might be right, but I won't give you the credit. You will be a loser. The only 2 forms of fractions that I will accept are proper fractions and mixed numbers. So don't be a loser. Give me one of these 2. Don't give me this one. I'll show you what I mean. Here we go. So let's do the same process as normal. So if I want to add these 2 bad boys, I'm going to look at the denominators. If I look at the denominators, as we've gone through for a week now, they're not the same. So what we have to do in order to help ourselves here is to find the key, the LCM, that will help us add them. We have to make the denominators the same. So let's start out with the denominators and see if we can find the key together. So I'll list out 2, which is this denominator, of course, and I'll list out this 3, which is this denominator. Now I'm just gonna list out the multiples until I find a number that appears in both lists. Here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'm just gonna stop there because I'm kind of lazy. Let's do the 3s now. 3, 6, 9, 12. I'll stop right there. Look at these 2 lists. Do you see a number that works with both of them, that will open up both fractions? Well, of course I do. I see 6. 6 is the LCM of both of these denominators. Remember, that's least common, or the smallest, multiple that works for both. So all I have to do now is remember that my key is 6, so let's make each of these fractions have 6. 2 times what gives me 6? 2 times 3. But if I do it to the bottom, I have to do it to the top. Now let's go to this fraction. 3 times what gives me 6? Times 2. But if I do it to the bottom, I have to do it to the top. Cool. Now again, I like to write this big arrow to kind of separate out my work. And I'm going to now transform these numbers into having common denominators, or as we call them in class, common denomies. Let's make these have common denomies. So I'm going to take the first fraction here, and I'm going to rewrite it. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. I have now taken this fraction and rewrote it, rewritten it, I have wrote it on, my Eli's terrible. I have written 3/6 from this old fraction, and the 6 works because it's the LCM. So now I'm going to do the same thing to this fraction. Okay, 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. Now, all I have to do is look, I have the same denominators, so now I can just add across, just like normal. Cool. 3 plus 4 is 7. 6 and 6 make 6. Remember, you don't add the denominators, they stay the same. We worked so hard to get that 6, didn't we? We don't want to change it. 7/6, all done. But it's improper. It is an improper fraction. That means the bigger number's on top. I don't accept improper fractions as answers. While technically we did our math right and those values are correct, I'm not cool with it. So here's what we need to do. We need to convert this to a mixed number. Now, you'll see on my cheat sheet on the board when you're in class. Remember, I'll take proper, I'll take mixed. I will not take improper. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to take our answer, which we know is right. We're going to make a barn door, our division symbol. As always, big number on the inside, small number on the outside. All I did was I took my answer, and now I'm going to change it to give me it in a different form. So big number 7 on the inside, 6 on the outside. Here we go. 6 goes into 7 one time. 6 can fit into 7 one time. 6 can divide into 7 one time. Now, 6 times 1, 6. Now I'm going to subtract. 7 minus 6, 1. Now, we learned this in class. I'm going to draw a C for Mr. Cadle. And I have 3 numbers in my C. I have a 1, a 6, and a 1. All the answers I need for my mixed number are right there in that circle. Here we go. First, the whole number will always be the one on top. It's the quotient. The quotient will be your whole number. So take that 1, put it out here. Now, I'm going to make a fraction with the last two numbers. Which number is smallest? The 1. Put it on top of the fraction. Remember, we're doing all this work because the big number's on top. Please don't put the big number on top again. There's only one number left, a 6. What we have now done is take two fractions with unlike denominators. We found the key, the LCM, which was 6. We then transformed each of these into having 6 at the bottom. And when we added, we got a good answer, but it's improper. The big number's on top. And we can't submit our answers with the big numbers on top. So all we did was we took our correct answer and we then divided it to create or convert it into a mixed number, 1 and 1/6. This is how I want you to do all of the problems that have a mixed or that have an improper fraction. That's it.